ready this morning?
No.
Right, another 5 minutes and that's it.
You've already sacked her once.
Well, I'll sack her again if I have to.
Here.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Someone got out of bed the wrong side this morning.
Hello, love.
Hello, Mum. You're looking chipper.
Well, I've decided I'm not going to let the Dixons of this world get me down. There's still a lot more we can do for your dad. In fact, Willie's coming round this afternoon. We're going to discuss our next plan of action.
Oh, yeah?
He's right, you know, Mark. The power of positive thinking works wonders. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
What does he mean he wants it all back? Or what? There was no business. The man left me with nothing.
He's bluffing, Pat. He's clutching at straws, that's all. He doesn't stand a chance, and he knows it.
Are you sure? He's got a lot of friends out there would help him set up again. After all, his house is still in his name. Janine's still his daughter.
Now, listen, Pat. I've been in the car business for well over 30 years now, and believe you me, I've had to deal with a few dodgy customers in my time, but I've never let any of them get the better of me, ever. If he tries anything, he's not going to get very far.
Pat, I can't find my PE shirt.
All right, love, I'll come have a look.
Pat, now stop worrying. Nothing is going to happen to this family, I promise you.
Where have you looked, you know?
Right.
David, we need to talk. No, not here.
Shall I come to your office?
No, I don't want to be interrupted. Hey, can you come to my house, say, in half an hour?
What's happened?
Can you be there?
Yeah, of course.
Good.
Yeah, boy.
Oh.
Morning, David.
Morning. Early for you, innit?
Yeah, well, I've got business to sort out, and that reminds me.
Well, listen, I better shoot off. I'm just going to be late, all right?
Can I have a word with you?
Yeah.
About our wedding arrangements. Well, after all, that's what dads are meant to do, isn't it? Play an important role in their daughters' weddings.
Can I talk to you about this later, darling? I'm a bit pushed for time at the moment.
So I had that Roy come over to Vic last night, didn't I, for a cosy little chat. He wants me out.
What?
That's right. He wants me out of Pat's life. And do you know why? Because according to Roy, I don't have a say. In fact, I don't have any rights at all. I tell you something, that man's going to regret the day he ever laid eyes on Pat or any of my family by the time I finish with him. I'll see you later.
See you later. Wait till I get my hands on her. I'll murder her. Try that. Oh, please yourself. I mean, how much am I supposed to take? Gutty's away on his honeymoon. I've got no stock left, and now no Lydia. And if I don't get to the new wholesalers on time, all the best stock will be gone. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Missing Geeta a bit, are we?
Yes, darling.
I think I'm in heaven. What time is it?
Oh, no, Steve, I think it stopped. What about Sanjay?
Probably only stopped a few minutes ago.
No, I'm not getting a sack, not again.
Look, that was a completely unfair dismissal, and he knows it. He wouldn't dare. Just 5 more minutes.
Got to have a big tasty wedding cake and loads of bridesmaids, and I'll lead them up that aisle playing my trumpet.
No, you won't.
What are you doing this so early?
Oh, it's nice, isn't it? I've just come to show Mum my wedding list, see what she thinks.
So you still going ahead with it, then?
What's that supposed to mean? Well, of course she is. She loves him. Didn't you, Bea? You love him. See? That's what people do when they love each other. You and Billy are going to be page boys.
What? I'm not being an epoxy page boy for anyone. I'll be your best man, me and Willard, if you like.
You're joking, aren't you? I ain't having that smelly thing anywhere near the church.
What are you talking about, Robbie or the dog?
I'm very funny. Oh, your mum, is there anything in there for me?
I'm afraid not. Why, are you expecting something?
No, I thought I might have heard back from one of them jobs, you know, in the paper that Tony brought round.
You're determined to get something, aren't you?
Yeah, but who'd want him?
Sonia.
Uh-huh.
There you go. One sugar, not too strong. What's the matter?
I was just thinking about the future. I built the all-nighter up from nothing. It'd be sad if I lost the license.
You'd still have me. Why didn't you get married before? To Hay?
Well, I loved her. Well, I thought I did.
But?
I don't know. My whole life suddenly seemed mapped out in front of me. Wedding, house, mortgage, kids. I got scared it wasn't what I wanted.
Oh, I see.
But that was then. Things are different now. You're different.
Am I?
Sanjay, what are you doing here?
What the hell do you think I'm doing here? Do you know what the time is?
No, why?
You're nearly an hour late.
No, you're joking.
Oh, yeah, I'm joking. I mean, I only do this for a laugh, don't I? I just love coming around and hammering on people's doors and reminding them that they should have been at work an hour ago.
Sanjay, honest, I'm sorry. You see,
Oh, you will be, believe me.
No, but my alarm clock stopped and it said 7 o'clock and I'm really sorry.
Look, just stop being sorry and get a move on. Or this time I really will give you the sack, all right?
Right, so what's all this about then? Cheers.
I had a talk with Frank last night. I found out exactly what he's after.
And?
Well, let's put it this way, it's not good news. He wants the house, the kids, and the business.
Oh, I knew it. Just a matter of time, wasn't it? Well, that's Frank for you. He makes up the rules as he goes along.
I'm not going to let him ruin Pat's life, not again. I will do whatever it takes to get him off our backs.
I don't know about you, Roy, but if Frank intends to play dirty, I vote we hit him first and we hit him hard. And for a start, we could go down to the police and tell everyone about the fire.
But we don't know for certain that Frank was connected with that fire.
He paid Phil Mitchell to do it. We know that.
Do we?
Oh, I thought Mum might have told you.
Even so, we still can't prove it. I mean, there was a thorough investigation at the time. If they couldn't make a connection with Frank and that fire then, what chance have we got now? And anyway, we don't want to bring Phil into this. I mean, we've got enough on our hands without having the Mitchells involved.
So what are we going to do to stop him?
We don't rush in. We wait until Frank actually does something. So, how does the business stand?
Well, we're covered there. I've checked it out with my solicitor. Mum, Ricky and me are co-directors.
Can you trust Ricky?
You leave Ricky to me.
All right, but I want to handle Frank.
Hey, good morning, David.
Right, mate.
Bit early for you, isn't it?
Barry, what are you doing here?
I've come to find you. I've got some papers for you to sign.
Look, Barry, go and make yourself a cup of coffee, will you, son? I'll be with you in a minute. I won't be long.
Look, Roy, no disrespect, but are you sure you're up to all this?
I know exactly what I've got to do. All I ask is you let me get on with it. Agreed?
Well, so what you going to do then?
It's very simple, David. So you just leave everything to me. Hey, there's one more thing. Pat doesn't know anything about this, and I want it kept that way. Understood?
Listen, do you think he wants her back?
Yes, I do. And that is precisely why I want to deal with this in my own way. You understand?
Cheers. So, how long does Ricky think it's going to be, you know, before the divorce actually comes through?
Well, I don't know exactly, but it shouldn't be long, eh? Mum, I'm so excited. What do you think of my list then?
Well, yeah, I think you've got everything covered. Looks fine. Listen, love, you're not expecting us to pay for it, are you? Because we just can't afford it.
No, of course not. Me and Ricky are putting a bit in, and David will pay for my dress.
Oh, yeah, he knows about this, does he?
No, he's my dad. He should want to. Listen, I've got a brilliant bridal catalogue. Gives a week-by-week breakdown of what I should be doing leading up to the big day.
But you haven't fixed a date yet, have you?
No, not yet, but I'll have to get that sorted out. And then me and you can go shopping. You can get yourself a nice new hat.
A hat?
Yeah, it'd be brilliant if you wore an hat. Apparently, the bride's mothers always wear hats.
Oh, right. Oh, I know what I should be worrying about then, don't I? My hat.
Listen, I'll leave this for you to have a look at. Tell me what you think, yeah?
Going for you know a girl's wedding day? Well, it's the most important day of her life, yeah? It's a big decision, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I can't wait.
Cheers.
Oh, I don't believe it. Look.
What?
Now I know why she's always late. Don't they ever stop?
Love's young dreamer. Oh, come on, Sand, you've all been there. Where's the romance in you?
I don't think I've got any left, mate. I mean, what happens? Why can't it still be like that?
You're jealous.
Oh, you're dead right, I am. Right.
Listen, before you say anything, I'll work late, I promise.
Yeah, and no lunch break.
Well, I wouldn't dream of it.
And you'll pack everything up, right?
Yep, of course.
Right, no.
So, how's Steve this morning? Great being in love, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. As long as you let them know who's boss.
What are you doing here? You should be at work.
I just can't keep away. No, I'm just dropping some washing off to your mum's. Have you seen her today?
Yeah.
It's Still feeling down?
No, thanks to Willie. He's going round this afternoon to discuss a plan of action.
Well, in that case, I think we should all be there, don't you?
Yeah, you're right.
I'll tell your mum to expect us then.
All right.
Dad? You're going to tell me what's happening here? Look, I know what this is all about, Frank Butcher, right?
Leave it, Barry.
Look, I only want to try and help you.
There's nothing for you to do.
All right, so David was round here first thing and there's nothing going on. Look, does Frank want to chuck him out of Deals on Wheels? Does he want Pat back? Look, you give me the word and I'll sort it out for you right now.
There is nothing to sort out.
I don't want you getting involved in something you can't handle.
Barry, you are worrying unnecessarily. It's all under control.
Can't promise it'll be done by then, but I'll do my best, all right? All right, Frank. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's all right, sweetheart. I wonder if you can do anything with this stuff.
Oh, dear. Oh, seen better days, hasn't it? Light dry clean, I think. Do you want me to ask if they can do anything with the cuffs while they're at it?
Oh, I appreciate that, love. Thank you.
OK. Right, so how are things with you, then?
Ah, not bad, you know, OK. So many things have changed round here. I don't quite seem to fit in anymore, you know. Well, there's always Janine and Ricky. And the business, of course.
Oh.
So how's Arthur doing, love?
Oh, well, as well as can be expected, you know. He has his bad days.
Yeah. Don't seem the same coming back here and Arthur not being around.
Yeah, you know, I just can't believe it's happened. I mean, there's my Arthur, completely innocent, and he's locked up. There's other people walking out and about, and they've got away with murder.
I'm sorry, Polly. Like, I really am, darling. If there's anything I can do.
Oh, don't worry, Frank. We'll get him out of there one day. I mean, some days I just feel worn out with it all, but main thing is, in the end, keep on fighting.
Never give up, girl. Never give up.
You're not happy about this wedding, are you?
No, I'm not. Well, I'm going to have to go along with it. I mean, there's nothing else I can do, is there? But Ricky better not put foot wrong this time or else. I mean, look, he's 22, he's got a failed marriage behind him, and he's already had an affair while he's been with my daughter. I mean, what's to stop him going off and having another one, eh?
Perhaps he's learnt his lesson. Listen, Carol, I don't think you should say anything to Bianca.
Don't worry. As far as Ricky's concerned, I've learnt to keep my mouth well and truly shut.
Morning.
I'm telling you, mate, there's nothing going on. But we're not up to anything. Look, Frank, it's not a problem. Would you stop worrying about it? I've got a dash, mate. Yeah. Yeah, later. Ta-da. Mum, all right?
Sorry, I'm not disturbing you, am
No, of course not.
I? I came over earlier and you weren't here.
Yeah, I had a bit of business to sort. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you'd spoken to Roy at all.
No? Why?
I'm worried about him, David. It's just that he went to see Frank in the Vic and I'm frightened he might get hurt.
Roy will be fine, Mum. He's tougher than you think. Anyway, I'm not going to let anything happen. I promise.
Everybody keeps telling me not to let Frank get to me, but I can't help it. He's watching me. Just like he's biding his time.
Mashed or French fries?
Chips.
So, getting excited about the wedding then? Oh, definitely is. And are you planning a really big wedding this time?
What's this?
Well, it's tied now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's bun.
Only round the edges.
I'll leave it.
Please yourself. Here, Ricky. There's a pint for you on the house. Leah,
Cheers.
do you mind if I join you? What's the matter? You all right?
Yeah, what shouldn't I be?
Nosy old cow. Listen, I just wondered if you thought any more about what we said the other day. I thought we could talk some more, you know. You never know, it might even help you. I thought we could have a nice meal together, you know, go to cinema, but just like the old days.
Well, look, I've got a lot on this week.
Was that a no then?
Phil be doing his now, I better get back.
Ricky, is it? You've got to make up your mind. You're kind of both, you know.
I'm sorry, I've got to go.
All right there, then.
Lovely, Willie, but you shouldn't have.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Pauline.
Thank you. Come on through.
Oh, hello there.
Hiya.
What a good idea. Right, then. Well, with all of us here, we're bound to come up with something constructive, aren't we?
Hello?
Oh, hello. I just got these from that bench over there. Some girls must have left them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think I'll take them away from Mum and Sonia. Do you want one?
No, thanks. I think they're rubbish.
Oh, yeah. Of course they are. That's my old uniform.
Oh, it's awful. I can't stand it.
No, neither could I. Sarah, do you want to go out with me one day? I mean, just as friends. Well, I could come as well.
No, thanks. My dad wouldn't like it, and he doesn't like me going out on dates.
What about a cup of tea in the cafe? I mean, surely you'd be allowed. Just a quick one. Right, you take your well-ass lead. He likes you.
How about a nice ham omelette and chips?
Gran, we don't eat meat.
Well, make it a mushroom omelette then.
No, just the tea, thanks.
Yeah, the same for me, please, Gran. Listen, do you want to go for a walk in the park?
No.
Not even in the daylight, and we're well hard.
No, better not.
There we go.
Listen, Gran, I've changed my mind. Have you got any of your apple pie left?
Afraid not. Last piece is just gone.
My Gran makes the best apple pie in the world ever, don't you, Gran?
Maybe you should bring Sarah around to our place for tea one day. Hmm? I'll make you both some specially.
What'd you say? To my Gran's invitation?
You'd be very welcome.
You see, I didn't invite you, my Gran did, so it's not a date. When?
Well, any time. Next week.
Go on, what'd you say?
Robbie, stop pestering the poor girl, will you? Don't let him bully you.
Oh, go on, say yes.
Well, what about an Arthur Fowler is innocent campaign?
Yeah, but Pauline, he hasn't even been found guilty yet.
Yes, I know, but at least Arthur would see that we're rooting for him. There's got to be something we can do.
Look, we just seem to go round in circles here. I mean, what's the most important thing?
Well, I personally think we should be continuing where Arthur left off. I mean, he'd wanted us to keep up the fight on his behalf, wouldn't he? So I think we should protest against how quickly planning permission's been given for the incinerator and make them see that even though they've got Arthur out of the way, there are still plenty of others who oppose it.
Yeah, I think Willie's right, you know, because Arthur had hundreds of signatures down on that list. We should be out there getting the same. And then they'll have to rethink, won't they? Well, Ruth, Mark, what do you think?
Well, I don't see how this is going to help. The main priority here surely is get Dad out of prison.
Yeah, but don't you see, Mark, if we can expose the link between the council giving planning permission and Arthur being put away, people will realise how your dad's been set up.
But Willie, we've still got absolutely no proof that that is the case, and Dixon did give all his reasons why all this is going ahead so quickly.
Yeah, but he's hardly likely to own up to it now, is he? And that's precisely the reason why a petition's such a good idea. It'll show those responsible in the council that we're on to them, and that we're not simply going to disappear, and that no matter what it takes, we're going to keep on fighting.
Just at least say you'll think about it, that's all I'm asking. You don't even have to give me an answer now if you don't want to.
All right, then.
What?
I said all right, then.
Oh, brilliant! I mean, it'll really cheer my Gran up, I know it will. And just remember to tell your Dad that it was her that invited you, yeah?
All right.
Oh, Gran, I think you've just done it. You're wonderful. Mwah.
Am I?
Now I've got to think of a way of getting you lot out of the house.
What are you talking about?
So I can be alone with Sarah when she comes round for tea.
Robbie?
Well, I'd say we've done a good job here. What do you think?
Come on, let's hear it then.
Oh, well, shall I do the honours? We, the undersigned, and then I'll put down all our names, are not only protesting against the speedy decision to go ahead with the proposed incinerator, and therefore rightly protecting the health and future welfare of every individual in this borough of Walford, but are also continuing the good work so courageously started by Arthur Fowler of the Flowering Wilderness Campaign, a man who has been unjustly remanded in prison for a crime he did not commit and a cause he so strongly believed in. Well, what do you think?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's very good.
Oh, good. Right, well, I'll get this typed up and let you all have a final look before we begin. Hey, then we can really get the ball rolling and start petitioning. Let Arthur know we're actively doing something to help, eh?
Oh, yes, Willie. This is just what Arthur needs right now, to let him know that everyone's behind him.
He'll know, Pauline. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, right. I'll speak to you soon then. Don't leave it too long, otherwise she'll be gone. All right. Ta-ra. Cheers. What do you want?
What do I want? Well, that's quite a question, David. Well, for starters, I want my house and I want my kids.
But Mum doesn't want you.
Who's talking about Pat? And then, of course, there's my business. My business.
Now, let's be a little bit realistic here, Frank. When you walked out, there was no business. But there is now. So if you don't mind, I'd like to get on with it.
You know, David, I can always see through you. You're one of life's failures, ain't you, eh? Never quite made it. Let's have a look here. You walk out on a wife and 2 kids, then you do time for fraud, and then what? You wind up on Pat's doorstep, feed her some sob story, and it all starts to pay off rather nicely, doesn't it, eh?
Is that right?
And then there's yours truly. Disappears. And there it all is. Pat, the house, and the business. Oh, now, I think your time's finally up, don't you? I think you've had quite enough of my life because you see, David, I want it all back.
And who are you to tell me, eh? Oh, so I'm the failure, am I? And what does that make you? You're not well, Frank. It's a breakdown, wasn't it? Terrible thing, mental illness. Now, don't get me wrong, I sympathise. But you're still not well. It can take years to get over a breakdown.
I want it all back.
Do you reckon you can handle any kind of responsibility? I mean, look at you. What have you become? You're a potman. You're living on someone else's charity. You're a nothing. You're one of life's misfits. You can't even keep it together, can you? It's sad. You don't stand a chance in Ella getting anything back, and you know it.
You don't really like him, do you?
Is it that obvious? Oh, I don't know, Ruth. Just seems like he's always around whenever I go and see Mum.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He does tend to take over, doesn't he? It's difficult for anyone else to get a look in.
Yeah. That's it, Ruth, that's it. I mean, what right has he got telling us what's got to be done?
I just think he wants to do what he can to help your dad. I mean, his heart's in the right place. I'll see you later.
Yeah, all right.
Shall I tell you what's really behind all this? It's Mum, innit?
You don't
just
know what
can't
you're
stand the
talking
thought of her being with someone else. She deserted you, and you never thought that would happen. And I'll tell you something, Frank, she's happy. She's really happy. Best day's work you ever did was walk out of this place, because at last she's found someone decent, someone who really cares. And not only that, he's everything you're not. He's the director of a successful car firm. He's popular, he's loyal, he's hard-working, he's twice the man you'll ever be. Even Janine's crazy about it.
Shut it!
Truth hurting a bit, is it, Frank? Hmm?
Oh, you want the truth, do you? Well, Roy puts up with you. 'Cause he doesn't see through you like I do, does he? Hey, the games you play with people's lives, how you bleed them dry. But I tell you something else, my old son. He may not have a clue what you're really like, but Pat does. She never trusted you, not one little bit. And she had every reason not to, didn't she, eh? And I'll tell you something else. When you first come back here, she couldn't stand the sight of you. And deep down, she still knows what a slimy, manipulating piece of garbage you really are. She was desperate, and there you were. She tolerates you, that's all. But I tell you this, she never really loved you. And you know it.
Go on through.
What's this for?
Well, Janine's gone to her friends to do her homework, so, I thought I'd surprise you.
Thanks. Thank you. This is lovely, Roy.
Now, listen, Pat, I know this isn't going to be easy for you, but I want you to do something for me.
What's that?
I want you to know that I am here for you, and I always will be. I mean, just try and relax a bit more, will you? I mean, don't let this trouble with Frank wear you down. I'll look after you, I promise.
None of this is yours. All those years of hard work, making contacts, building up the business, they're all mine. All you had to do was get on the phone to some of my old mates, and there it all is on the plate. But I'm telling you, pal, your days are numbered.
Why? What are you going to do, Frank? Burn the place down and kill someone else? Tell me, how'd you sleep at night, eh? Oh, that poor kid. Oh, burned alive. He's only a little bit older than Ricky, wasn't he? And who was it that sorted the mess out you left behind, eh? No. It's you that owes me, mate, not the other way round.
I want my house. I want my kids. And I want my business. And I will do whatever it takes to get them back.
You'll never do it. Not while I'm still alive, you won't.
Like I said, whatever it takes.
Next on Drama, we're back in Albert Square with more classic EastEnders.